Hi there, I'm Clarence Waldron. Welcome back to Black Muse. Tonight's guest, tonight's guest, you are going to love them. It is the Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston. Oh, we all know their music. We basically grew up with their music. Songs like Kiss and Say Goodbye, the Grammy winner Shining Star, There's No Me Without You. But now they're moving in a different direction, a more powerful, urgent song to stop the violence. So this is not a love song, y'all. This is something really different. Their new songs are Guns, Put 'Em Down, and Leave Those Guns Behind. A
Mhm.
message about the gun violence that is hitting every single city in America. This is very urgent that we're doing this and urgent that they're lifting their voices about this. So let me stop talking. Let's meet Mr. Gerald Alston. Hey, Gerald.
Hey, how are you? How's it going?
Good, 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 good. So let's get started. Tell us about the new music, Guns, Put 'Em Down, and Leave Those Guns Behind. Where did that concept come from? Anything? Good.
Well, it all started with a phone call from LC Whitehead, and he sent me a video of a son of Leave Those Guns Behind. And I saw it and I liked it, and I saw that it was an opportunity for us to do something different, to give back to not only our community, give back to society, period. You know, we've been together, the group has been together 63 years in August.
Whoa.
And so we're actually 64, and we're giving back, and to give back and try to make another difference. We've made people smile, laugh, rejoice, be happy, cry, you know. So now it's time to really make a difference and stop the violence, the gun violence. And it just haven't started, only gotten worse over the years. And so we decided to do um, this song. LC, we talked about it, and we decided to do Leave Those Guns Behind and Guns Put Them Down. And we did two versions, Guns Put Them Down and Leave Those Guns Behind. Leave Those Guns Behind is a version of us singing, what people like to hear us do. The Guns Put Them Down is singing and rap with special guests. Um, what's the name? Wild Style. Wild Style, forgive me. Wild Style. So
Got it.
here we are.
Wow. Cool, cool. Now, are you planning to do a full album at some point?
Well, we're in the process of doing an album, our regular album, but these two songs, I know we'll have them in there.
Oh,
We'll make
got
it a
it.
part of
Got
it.
it.
Even though it'll be out of the type of music we're recording, I think they should be there to make a point to our young people and some of our older people thinking that carrying a gun on your side is, it gives you too much power. And some of us can't handle that power. And by the way, I own two guns, but um, I don't carry them. I give you a good example. My
Hmm.
son was on a sheriff department in North Carolina. And so I came home and I was going to go to the range with him. He said, Dad, you can wear your gun on your side here, you know. And I put it on. And I was walking through the streets of home, where place where I grew up at. The worst feeling I ever had in my life. The worst feeling. I took the gun off until we got to the range. And I got back home and I put it back in the lockbox and put it up.
Wow.
This is not
Wow.
a good feeling to me.
Yeah. 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 Has anyone in the group faced it personally? Any gun violence that you've heard of that they've shared with you?
Well, actually, we as a group faced it in Nashville, Tennessee, back
Oh,
in the 70s and in San Diego. In Nashville, we were playing at a club in the 70s, and it was called the Jail. And it was integrated integration in the clubs and all that had been prevalent then. And anyway, we were there, and Blue used to use used to say we having a party at the Holiday Inn, and we weren't even saying the Holiday Inn. And he said room 222. So we get back to the hotel where we were staying at, and what's it called? The Matador. It's long closed. And we got there and we saw all of these police officers with guns walking
Mm.
around. One had a shotgun laying on his shoulder, walking around, and they were at both all the entrances to the hotel. So our promotion man stopped and asked, "Is there a problem, officer? What seemed to be the problem?" And I'm going to tell you, just like he told us, he he Bob asked him, what was the problem? He said nothing. He said, "Are you registered here?" He said, "No." He said, "Drop those niggas off and get off the property."
Ugh.
And they made us go in our room and stay in our room. We couldn't, they blocked our phones. We couldn't make no calls out. We couldn't do anything. The next morning, it was like nothing had never happened. And then later on in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, we were in San Diego. And I was trying to drive back to Los Angeles. And I got turned around getting on the expressway. So I saw the cops in front of us. And so I just blinked my lights and pulled over in the service station. They all jumped out with their guns drawn. And I said, "Officer, all I needed was directions to get to the expressway to get to LA." Well, there was a suspicious car. There was somebody, in other words, they made the excuse that they were looking for somebody just like us driving the same kind of car.
Same story.
Same story,
Same story.
you know. And I think those experiences made me see that we need to, first of all, the racism has to stop. Second of all, we need to be able to sit down and talk. You know, my grandfather owned guns as a child. I was growing up and he raised me. He had a couple of shotguns and a pistol. And he showed them to each and every one of us. There were 5 boys in the house, 4 boys in the house, and 2 girls. And he said, "You don't touch my guns. If you want to hold my gun, you want to see my gun, you talk to me first." And we never touched his gun. And we would be the shotgun lay right by the bed. His pistol was under his pillow and on his mattress. And we never, ever, ever touched those guns because he had instilled in us that, first of all, it's very dangerous. Second of all, he will whip our behind
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have his permission and we had no idea how to use the gun. And he taught us, but he said, "You still don't touch these guns unless I'm with you."
Okay. Good lesson. Good
That
lesson.
was a lesson we need to teach our children today.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now with the Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston, there are two new members. Who are they?
Well, Troy is not really new. Troy's been in the group since 1993, 32
Oh,
years.
long time.
Yeah, and and Dave Tyson, the late Dave Tyson, Ron Tyson's brother from the Temps, he joined us in 93 as well. And unfortunately, Dave passed away in February of 2022. And we've had a couple of guys that's been in the group. When Blue passed first in 2014. My cousin that I grew up singing with, the late Edward Fields, we called him, his middle name was Dwight. We all call him Dwight. He came in and sung with us, and then he passed away. So we went back to 3, which was myself, Troy, and David. And then when David passed away, we recruited a young gentleman out of Philadelphia by the name of Lawrence Newton. His nickname is Wheeze.
We.
But
Okay.
I mean, it's like a hand in glove. He fell right into everything. You know, he's a great guy. He just uplift us to the next level.
Got it. Got it. Now you mentioned there's like there's another Manhattan's group. Who's featured in that group? What's the name of that group?
Well, the original lead singer, Sonny, let me go back.
Yeah.
Sonny
History
Blue,
lesson. Go ahead.
Sonny, the late Sonny Bibbins, Blue Lovett, Kenneth Kelly, they passed away within um, Sonny Blue passed in December. I mean, Sonny passed December 6th, December 3rd. No, it was December 6th. Blue passed away. It was the third. Blue passed away December 9th. Kenny passed away February 5th. So all of these guys passed away at the same time. And it was rough. So it was me, Troy, and David. We got David in, and we worked, and we were doing great. And then David had a seizure and never
Mm,
recovered, and he passed away. But God has been good to us because He blessed us with a group of gentlemen that are family. You know, our band East Coast Connection, and the three of us, and our road manager Scotty, our sound person, front house guy Andre, and Tom is monitor. We all one big family.
got it. Got it. Now the Manhattans you guys have a great catalog of songs. Like I said earlier, Kiss and Say Goodbye, There's No Me Without You, Shining Star, and all that. What are your favorites? Do you have a favorite?
My favorite song
Oh,
is "There's No Me Without You."
why is that?
It's our theme song. And
Okay.
whenever we sing that song, sometimes I take a minute and explain why we're singing. Because it's to the fans, it's to radio, it's to all our promotional people, to Sony Records, because we wouldn't exist without that being in our life. Those our fans, the promotional people, you, all of radio, and the best part was when we signed with Columbia in 92, in 72, I'm sorry. Um, There's No Me Without You was released in 73. And we sang at the International Convention in San Francisco, Columbia International Convention. And the theme was There's No Me Without You. And one of the first times we performed that was there in San Francisco with MFSB. It was
Mm,
awesome. It was awesome.
got it. So, what's the key to the Manhattan's longevity? You mentioned 63 years. That's a long time.
Yes,
Why,
because
why?
excuse me,
Mm,
the reason for our longevity is first of all, we keep God first. I wouldn't say we kept God, we keep him first. Even though the other guys are gone, we still pray. We continue that. And we keep God in the forefront. Second of all, we love what we're doing. And third of all, the songs that we sang and wrote and produced are songs about life, songs that people can identify with. Perfect example, There's No Me Without You, a love song. Kiss and Say Goodbye, a cheating song. It feels so good to be loved so bad, a love song. You know, Here Comes the Hurt Again. That's a breakup song, and We Never Danced to a Love Song. That was during the disco era. When everybody was disco, we stayed with our thing. And We Never Danced to a Love Song because at the end of every disco show, there was a ballad played to get closer to one you was with before you left the building.
mm, mm, mm.
So we sing song we today, even to this day, we sing songs about life that people can really identify with, can say, well, I was here when this song was released, or I was going through that, you know. So
Yeah. I just want to throw in a quick little question here. How would you describe the best decade for Black music? I mean, 60s and 70s
I
when
would
you,
say
oh,
the 70s.
why is that?
First of all, we were in it.
Yes, yes.
And I believe it was the 70s into the 80s because we took up from the 50s and the 60s and we just made it and enhanced it by adding true songs. Not that they were fake songs. No, we just started, and I wouldn't say true songs, we started singing songs about life. And we took it to the next level. And we had competition, and it was friendly competition. And the most important part is that you knew who was singing what.
Okay.
Whatever, you didn't have to hear the name of the group, and you could hear him say, "Oh, that's the Dramatics," Oh, that's the Dells. Oh, that's the Manhattans. Oh, that's the Temptations. You didn't have to wait till the DJ say who was singing, you know. And we had that friendly competition where we'd go on stage and tell each other, we're gonna burn you up, you know. And I remember the Dells and Marvin Jr. used to say, "Man, little man, let me tell you something. We're gonna burn you up. We're gonna show you how to sing." And believe me, they would go on stage and they didn't miss a beat. They were the Dells. They, other than the guys in the group, they were my mentors. And as far as the artists that we perform with on the road.
Wow, got it, got it. Now, you also performed at several Sam Cooke tributes
Yes,
throughout the years. That had to be one of the highest, highlights in your career. It
that
had
was.
to be.
That was. My uncle was one of the founding members of the Five Blind Boys of Alabama,
Oh,
and he knew Sam Cooke. And but growing up, Sam Cooke was my mentor. My dad, Sam Cooke, and my uncle Johnny. And he used to. I remember him telling me that when they would be on tour with the Soul Stirrers, Sam Cooke would always ride with the Five Blind Boys,
mm.
and whenever he could, and he would read stories to him. And my uncle said, being blind, you could still, people that I'm saying this the way he would say, he said it to me. Even though we were blind, we could visualize in our mind what the story was about and the action. He said Sam Cooke was a great storyteller, a reader, and they were close, you know. So I was always around gospel singing, from the Blind Boys, Mighty Clouds, Swan Silvertone, the Highway QCs, you name it, staple singers. We were around them, and that's how we started singing. You know, at an early age, I had a group called the Gerald Alston and the New Imperials, and we were the New Imperials on Friday and Saturday night, and on Sunday nights or Sunday afternoon, we were the Gospel Jubilee. We
Okay.
go from church to church and sing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now, you grew up in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it, got it. So here we are today. Do you and the other Manhattans live close to each other or in different cities or what?
Well, Troy lives in Birmingham, and Lawrence lives in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So our rehearsal thing, we don't rehearse every week, but every maybe 3 or 4 months we have a big rehearsal where everybody come together and we'll rehearse our show. Even if we just going over the same show, we'll clean it up, but we
Hmm.
keep that going. Excuse me.
Hmm. And you live in New Jersey, is that correct?
Jersey City.
I recognize the area code.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. All right. Now I hear that you guys won an Emmy nomination for sound with your work that you did with Howard Hewitt and Russell Tompkins Jr. What
yeah.
was that about? Where was that? When was that?
God has truly blessed us to have this situation with the guns and to have this other situation called the Kings of Music. And we did this about 8 years ago. We did a show at Morgan State, um, Concert for Causes, where they have a concert and the money raised were used to buy instruments for the kids that were in school. And certain kids were like a lottery. They won, they would get the instrument. And so they filmed it. And it was great because we had live orchestra. My band played East Coast Connection. We had backup singers and from Morgan State. And we performed at Morgan, and we did two or three of our own songs, but we also did um, Broadway tunes. We did gospel. We even did La Donna Mobile, which is a opera song. Pavarotti sang it. He did to me the best version. And
Okay.
Russell, myself, and Howard, we had a ball. And so they filmed it, and for a long time it stayed in the can. So Milton Rice and Nate Howard got together with some other gentlemen, and they put it together, had it edited, and decided to release it as the Kings of Music. And it aired already on in the Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania area on PBS. And
Oh,
now we're going to celebrate on June 9th through the 12th. Russell and I, and Howard be via Zoom because he's working.
mm,
We'll be helping Howard celebrate the 45th anniversary of WHUT and HUR.
mm.
And that's how the music was played, was able to get nominated because when we played on PBS.
Wow.
I just found out the other day when I got the email a couple of days ago. I said, "Oh my God!"
Amazing.
So
Yes,
it's
yes,
amazing. It's
yes,
a blessing.
yes. So also, how do you feel about the R&B music today? Do you like what you're hearing? Do you believe in it, music now?
It's all about it's what's happening today. So I'm not knocking it that way. But as a real artist, I have my points about it that it's not good. I'm not happy about it because the artists don't have to be like we were. They don't have to sing the doo-wop. They don't have to do carry on the way we did. But the music today should have validity, should have some storytelling. You know, the average song today will be forgotten in about the minutes off the chart, 8 weeks after it's done. Who? What? There's No Me Without You was recorded in 1972. And today, people still love it and talk about it. And we have great, good singers, you know, and plus there's no artist development. Artists just come on stage, do what they want, dress the way they want, and walk off. And the young people today, that's all they know because that's all what's being played on radio, and projected and DVDs and CDs or on the shows with videos. Um, I just believe that because we got some great singers. I don't listen to radio, mainstream radio, as much as I used to because it just doesn't appeal to me. And I'm saying this again, the young artists don't have to do it like us. They have some great melodies and great songs. They just need to sing them and sing songs of real reality that people can relate to. A lot of the younger people still sample and use our music, but
I
today,
know.
but they won't write it that way, you know. And it's not them. I don't blame them. It's the trend that comes around. Music changes every so many years. The genre change, and this is what's happening. You know, we don't have records. You show me, I bet you can count on one hand the music that's played today with real musicians in the studio.
Exactly. It ain't there.
Nope,
It's
they
not
bring
there.
a guitar player in and put him in there, or they go online and get a sound and put it in. You know, um, it's 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 what's happening today, but to me, it just disturbs me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, I don't knock the young people because they're doing good with it. It's working for
Hmm.
them. My son is a singer. He sang on the um, concert for causes that we did. And he raps. He loved to rap. And I told him, son, you got to be versatile. You can sing some songs. And like he's opening up for us in Baltimore this weekend at the
Mm.
Dutch Mill. And he's done it for the past 3, 4 years. And he come out and he'll sing, and he will sing Stevie, Tevin Campbell, but then he'll go in and put his little rap thing on. And the people respect it and like it,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Right.
That's all I think about the music today. Some of the artists are great, and I don't knock them at all. They're working with what they got to work with.
Right. Right. Yeah. Let's go back to your concerts. So, what is your opening number? I'm always interested in what guys like you would choose as an opening number when you have a great catalog. What's your
Well,
opening number?
we changed the opening quite a bit.
Okay.
We're doing a song by Teddy Pendergrass called "You Can't Hide from Yourself."
Open the door.
That's it. And then we have a song we recorded, "Crazy." We opened with "Crazy," and we've opened with Luther Vandross, "Never Too Much."
Okay, okay.
And then we've also opened with another song of ours called "Never Find Another Like You." So we vary, we try to open up with songs that our fans remember, relate to, and we go from there. Then we go into the hits.
Got it. Got it. Now, summertime is fast approaching. Are you doing a summer tour? Are you coming to Chicago?
Well, I'm waiting to hear back from a promoter.
Hmm.
We possibly may be going to Country Club Hills.
Oh,
Yeah. And
that's what I'm thinking about. Yes.
so I'm waiting to hear back on that date. And if it is, I'm definitely looking forward to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But we got some dates. Our dates are coming in. We're going to Yoshi's out in Oakland, California. We're in um, Alexandria, Virginia. Um, we're going to, I don't have it right in front of me. Oh God, they just started coming in. We're going to California again, Southern California, um, Ontario. So we
Cool.
got some dates that are built close together. North Carolina, we planned our school's 50th school reunion. We're at a new venue in Henderson, North Carolina called McGregor Hall. And we played it 3 or 4 times and we sold it out each time. So
Mm.
we're going back to play it again, but we're going to make our school, my high school, a part of that. And we'll be giving a donation to my high school, Henderson Institute.
Wow. Cool. 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 All right. Well, our time has moved on so quickly here, but I got one tough question for you. How would you like to be remembered? How would you like to be remembered, Gerald?
I would like to be remembered as a God-fearing man, knowing that I walk on stage with God in my heart every time, and um, a person that believes in what he's doing, willing to share that humbly with upcoming singers, uh, share my feelings with my fans, give them what they want to hear and not what I want to hear or what I like to sing. I like to sing what my fans want to hear. They want to hear our hits. I don't care how many times a night or of a week that I sing that song on the show. If that's what they want to hear, they're going to get it.
I love that.
And I want to be remembered as a caring person, giving back to the community with the blessings that God has given me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Is there anything else on your mind that you'd like to share?
I just like to share. I like to thank um, L.C. Whitehead for this project, bringing to my attention his wife Betty, um, Paul Richmond, who wrote "Shining Star" with Leo Graham. He did the production on the music. Paul and his wife Yolanda, who's sweet, very my little sister,
Yeah.
and also to Wild Style, to Troy, and to Lawrence, you know, and to everybody, and to Ron Biles, the videographer. You know, we had a lot of people into this, and Diana Lynn, to you, and
Thank you.
it's um, I just think, excuse me, Clarence, if we couldn't make this happen without you, Diana Lynn, and the help of everybody promoting us. And I'm asking all of our fans to please go out. It's on all the music platforms. The video is on YouTube, Gerald Alston, Guns, Put 'em Down, or leave those guns behind, it's there. Check it out. Sit down with your kids and talk to them. Talk to them about that. Teach them the importance of gun safety and that we don't have to solve our problems by shooting each other. We can solve our problems by talking. You know.
Very well said. Very well said. Well, thank you for your time. I really enjoyed this reunion. This is so
Yes,
much
indeed.
fun. So much fun. But listen, before we go, I got to give a quick little shout out to Howard Sandifer and his wife,
Oh,
Darlene Sandifer. They are the founders of the Chicago West Community Music Center. That's a school on the west side of Chicago.
okay.
And they do great work there. But also with this video podcast, they said, let's have lively conversations with legends such as Gerald Alston. So here we are today. Click that off. I also want to say quickly to the viewers, please click like and subscribe. We need to up our viewership. Please click like and subscribe.
Please.
And I'll see y'all next week.
All
Thank
right.
you.